So I haven't done anything yet today. I was recording earlier, but I realized that I was making up songs that I did not want to share with y'all. So I started over the recording. This has broken the area. It's pulled back into it. But there's just a lot going against it. The MACDs are really strong up here. They've done a very weak and, attempt at going down, and they're rolling up. So if it is going to keep going down, I don't anticipate it to happen right here, right now. You had this small little bar, and this was your pullback when you had that small bar and a decent push up. I mean, you've got a lot of room to go on your zero line. This one may be it, actually. I'm going to let this count down. Let's see where this bar gets close to closing. It just still seems too strong in the MACDs on the 1597 to take it to the downside just yet. I think I'm willing to give it one shot. Nope, glad I waited. Super glad I waited. Heck, these are just rolling up to the upside on the 610. It's not the right spot. Oops, okay. Yeah. Sitting in my hands. That was the song I was actually singing earlier. And I decided not to share. I'm going to pause this because I want to leave a message for someone. Alright, it's the guppy belly pullback. And with the guppy belly pullback, what I mean by that is this is pulling down like it did here. The price is really pulling away from everything, and everything is struggling to keep going with it. The backbone is staying straight on the 1597, but the 610 is dipping down. And look at the distance between the 1597 and the price. It's really looking to, it's like a magnet, it's snapping back to it. Now it's pulling back into that area that has been holding. And it was kind of hard to see with all of that information I wanted to see. Okay, yeah, so here it is. It bounced off here. It's pulling back into it, even though it overran it. So right now, you do have a little bit of distance to the zero line, but this is a pretty good, decent push. This was too, but it's just a quick push. I mean, look how long it's been pushing up that hard. It did that here. It overran the area, right? And so we're watching now. I put this here because this was a great place to take a short. I didn't want to do it because it was back into that support area that had been holding. And so by the time I sat back down, it was right here. I didn't want to take it. I missed out on a move. It's all right. It may go short from here. I'm just going to watch and wait. Today's kind of a lazy day for me. That's where the trade would be happening. But I'm good just being patient and waiting. Let's see something. Alright, pull back. I want to see divergence at the area. Maybe it goes from here. I don't believe it will. You may see something just like this. I'd like to, but we may not. Nope. Oh my God, this is what happens when I don't pay attention. It made divergence. Both leading lower, really. Let me give it a second here. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Fabulous. I'm just watching the market this morning.
So, that's one of the reasons I'm calling you, my dear.
Okay.
It's, not to try and just wag. Oh my God, my words. I just woke up.
Well, good morning.
So listen, so I want to understand your day trading and what you do. And but here's why. These all these free trading sites like Robinhood and all those. What do you think of those?
Of who?
Robinhood? Have you never heard of it?
No, not familiar with it.
Google it. It's all one word, Robinhood. It's a free trading site. And I wanted to get your take about it. What do you think of it? Are they good? But obviously you've not heard of this one, so it's just quite true.
I'm looking at it right now, and it's a stock trading, and I don't work with stocks, so I don't know.
What do you do then? Explain the difference.
I work with E-mini futures.
Oh, so like commodities and things like that?
Yeah, so I trade the E-mini S&P.
Ah, okay. So you're Standard & Poor's.
Say that again?
Yeah. You trade with the Standard & Poor's market, not with the Dow or the
Yeah, so I mean, like, you can trade the Dow, you can trade the Russell, you can trade gold, you can trade the yen versus the euro, you can trade whatever you like, but I prefer to trade the E-mini S&P 500 in futures.
Right.
So it gives a lot of opportunity, it gives a lot of movement, so that's why a lot of us choose to stick with it. Also, it doesn't cost a lot to get involved with. Some markets you're going to have to spend quite a bit of money to get involved. With the E-mini S&P, you only need with the brokers that we use, you only need $1,000 to get started.
Okay. So let me ask you this then: does it yield a lot of income?
Does it yield a lot of income? Yeah, but it's not going to happen overnight. You have to learn how to trade it and things to that nature. And once you understand how it works, then yeah, you can definitely, it's $50 a point. In the beginning, you're looking to make 2 points a day, which is $100 a day. I trade 2 contracts, so my 2 points a day is 4 points a day. So that's, $200 a day. But, I have days like yesterday where I traded, and made 31 points. So it's that's a $1,500 day.
So let me ask you this, because as I said to you before, I'm a novice. So how does the support system work? I mean, I don't know if you want to divulge all of this, but as I'm looking, I work from home, and I'm thinking I could do something else.
Right.
This seems a good idea. I could just touch the computer all day, so why not use it to make more money?
Correct. I get that.
So that's what. So, do you have like something you could share with me to sort of give me a little insight into what's involved, how do I get involved, how do I start
I don't have anything written up at the moment. I could write something up for you. Basically, we have a full written and video curriculum. It does walk our students from A to Z in the basics. So we do have a free class that you can start with, or a free beginner boot camp. And that beginner boot camp just really gives you the very basics. After the beginner boot camp, there are a couple of other classes that follow. So we have a free mini course that you can start with. The beginner boot camp is like $197, I believe. And then after that, there is a simplified day trading course that really takes people from, that is the one that goes from, and it actually includes the beginner boot camp stuff. So if you get the beginner boot camp and then you upgrade to the simplified day trading course, the price is, it's a cheaper price because you get it for, they include the $197 that you spent on the beginner boot camp. But basically, after that, it's a simplified day trading course. It's a basic course that walks you through, learning trade setups and things like that. Following that, I typically work with students and teach them how to manage the trades after that, and to the point where they can hold for longer targets, or they can, exit when the market is going against their trade setup, like I'm looking at right now. I may be getting out of this trade that I'm in. I'm distracted. I shouldn't be in it anyways.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. The trade is actually still going in my direction. I'm just distracted, and it's really difficult for me to pay it. When you put it and you put your stop in the right place, it's fine. You just need to wait to see what happens at that point, and you need to minimize your risk along the way. But, that isn't necessarily taught straight out in the course. That's something that you learn as you're progressing with understanding the market and moving forward,
Right, okay. Yeah, because I with most things, it's not, it's more experience and it's more practice, and mistakes you might, and then you never make those again, especially if you're losing.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, that's not true. Most people make the same mistakes over and over again until they finally get tired of making that same mistake. It's a habit. A lot of times if you've got that same habit in your daily life, you're going to make those mistakes in your trading life. So if you're not great at managing your patience and your time and things like that, you're not going to be great at managing that when you're in the market either. So a lot of my coaching really comes down to helping people to learn to manage that once they learn the trade setups and things like that. It's like a lot of people will get in the right trade and they may get out early because they're scared and may go back against their trade just a couple of ticks, and they'll get out because they're like, oh my God, it's going against it, I got to get out. Instead of realizing that's just the ebb and flow of the market. It's gonna pull back a little bit. It's gonna show you, it does. Sometimes you may get in and it just takes off from there. Other times you got to get in and you got to wait a while before it takes off.
So right now, I just follow the stock market so much. Just sometimes on my iPhone, like the Dow was up like 300 points yesterday. If the Dow, glad that happened, does that mean that's a good day for you? Or you just strictly rely on the S&P index rather than the Dow?
I am watching the market as it's developing. So, and it doesn't matter if the market's going up or down. We can make profits either way. Basically, with E-mini futures, you just have to make sure you're going in the correct direction. So if it's going to the downside, you need to make sure that you're selling. If it's going to the upside, you need to make sure that you're buying. And so it's really just about staying on the proper side of the market, getting in an area that gives you a very low risk opportunity, and having the patience to hold for your target, or having the staying aware to get out whenever it does start going against your trade.
All right. So let me ask you this now. Do you trade for yourself or for other people?
I don't trade for anybody except myself.
Just for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, and funny thing is actually, and I just want you to know this, that I'm recording a video of me trading right now. So this conversation is going on our recording. I just want you to be aware of that. Because I talk through my trades, but no, I don't trade for anybody but myself. I don't trade anybody else's money. I've had plenty of people ask. I've considered it in the past, but really, it's not easy to trade other people's money because there's a difference in the emotions that come about when you're trading someone else's money compared to trading your own.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So this video you're recording, is that for a trading session or what is this for?
I would like to record myself trading. So number one, I can show that I'm actually doing what I say I'm doing. And number two, people can see how it works. And, just to show people that this is, is something real that they can do.
So where can I see your video?
I have a YouTube channel, and I gotta close the back door. It's starting to get loud. I have a YouTube channel under Motivated Trader, and then, you have me on Facebook, and I have Motivated Trader on Facebook. So you can check out my Motivated Trader page, and everything's on there.
All right. Yeah, I did like your page.
Yeah, so I have all my videos on there.
You told me I had to do it.
I did tell you that you had to like my page, didn't I? If we're friends, you're going to like my page. If not, we're not friends. But
that's how your friends are.
Yeah. I had to tell my parents to like the page too,
Now, I am actually intrigued in this, as I said, sorry, I thought someone was texting me on my work phone. I was like, I'm sitting there around 3 a day, and I'm thinking, you know what, I should really try to make more use of one of these computers.
Yeah.
I used to do technical support for my spare time, but that was just a side thing that for people, really when I actually for friends and family, but now I want to try and
Yeah.
motivate me.
Yeah, and that's the way to do it. You got to be motivated. You have to be prepared to, there's going to be losses. That's going to happen. There's going to be trade setups that don't work out in your favor. That's okay. That's what happens. But when you're prepared to, make the best of your time and really, be involved in pay attention to what you're doing, which sounds like an oxymoron for me right now because I am watching it. I am paying attention, but we're having this conversation at the same time, which means I am a badass multitasker.
Now, on the subject of time, so how much time do you spend a day and what are your hours with the markets all over the world?
Yeah, so with E-mini futures, you can really trade any market. I think this trade is done for. I'm going to go ahead and get out of it. Because if it pulls back, give me just a second. I want to watch this last bar count down and then decide if I'm going to get out of this trade or not. Yeah, I'm out. It's going to pull back, but I'm done. I've lost my focus. It went down to my 2 points, and I actually set my target a little bit further off, and because I just wasn't paying attention. But it really probably will continue down to that target. But I needed to be out because I'm just not paying attention to it. Yeah, I'm blaming you, Paul. No, it's my own fault. I can't blame anybody but myself for not paying attention. It's actually. It probably had another. I've turned off my lower time frame indicators because they kind of bother me, and so I'm sure it pulled back to that area and is just pushing down. But it would have been a great place for me to move my stop and continue down to my next target, which was, I'm going to draw a line where it was. But anyways, yeah, so I, huh?
I'm looking for your page on Facebook, and I thought I did like your page, right?
Motivated Trader. You might like, I think you might have liked Motivated Mama a long time ago, but I don't know if you liked Motivated Trader.
No, that's how I knew about the trading. Let's do this properly. Page. I just went on your Facebook page and I saw something. I don't know what it's called. I can't remember. I've come out of it now. So I was just saying, Facebook is just advanced so much. It's just getting on my nerves. So keep changing. When you think you've got it faster, they change. Pages. Where's my pages gone?
Oh, here, I'll send you a link to it. Hold on.
Yeah, I've got it. I've got it live. So I don't know why.
Oh, it would have still gone down to my target. That's the difference between paying attention while you're focused and being half-assed in the market. But that's okay. I mean, like, I told you it was okay to call. So it is all on me.
I can look around your page and if I've got questions,
Yeah, so I have 3 videos I posted yesterday. There's a blog on there that are 5 lessons that totally apply to day trading. And it really, they're life lessons because the things that I have found that have made me a profitable day trader are the same things that I've found that made me a sane human being. So it's made me realize a lot of things about myself. And that if you want to be a good day trader, then you've really got to get control over, habits that may be something that's frustrating you and holding you back or whatever it may be. And, a lot of times working through those and learning, okay, today I need to be patient. Today is about patience and waiting for the right setup, because even myself, I'll notice that I'll get in late or I'll get in early because I'll be anticipating what's going to happen and not waiting for what it's actually showing me.
So you're that you're patient person? Is that what you're telling me?
Did I say that I'm an impatient person? I have been, definitely in the past. It is something that I struggled. Patience was something that I struggled with for a very long time. The patience to know that when you're eating healthy and someone wants to lose weight, something that stops them is the impatience, right? Because they're like, screw this shit, I've only lost 10 pounds, and obviously nothing's working. And so they're not patient that, hey, you got to keep working towards it in order to get there. Day trading is also like learning a new language. You really have to immerse yourself in it to a point where it's like learning Spanish. Someone who really wants to learn Spanish may just go straight to Mexico and just dive right in without knowing a word. But guess what's going to happen? They're going to end up in the library, in the La Biblioteca, when they're trying to get to the El Baño, right? And and so yeah, so it's just like anything else you want to master in life. If you want to be good at it, you have to really immerse yourself in it. Oh, and I'm just watching this trade go to my target, but that's okay. It's all your fault, Paul. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I mean, if you really want to be a good trader, it's not something that you're going to half-ass. It's something that you're going to really put yourself into, and you're going to learn to be patient. You're going to learn to, a lot of it is, a lot of people get so frustrated with themselves, they struggle to forgive themselves for a trade that they took that didn't work out. Well, you know what? It just didn't work out. I also, it's really funny. I say it's funny. It's not funny, But when I think about trading, I apply it to everything in life and everything I've known and everything I've seen. And so I think of like someone who holds on to a trade that's no longer working is kind of like someone who might stay in an abusive relationship, you know, because they just want things to go in their direction and they end up, you know, beaten and battered, you know, and the same thing happens in the market with a person who isn't willing to give up on a trade that is no longer working for them, or is trying to force things to happen when the market isn't even going in that direction. You know, so there are a lot of life lessons that you can get out of day trading. So, yeah.
Well, it's like a lot of things. You know, I'm looking at your website, and a lot of, as you just said, a lot of it is just being able to stay disciplined, be patient, and you know, sometimes money is that.
Sometimes what?
Money is that.
Yeah, sometimes it is follow your gut. I mean, like, we as human beings are naturally intuitive. We just don't listen to it a lot of times. And a lot of times it's saying, this isn't going to work, especially once you really understand it. And you say, this isn't going to work. I have literally recorded myself in the past going, I say in the video, and like these are before I started posting videos. This is just when I was recording myself. I say in the video, man, I'm feeling impatient and I just want to be in the market. And I would literally make up a trade because I just wanted to be in it. And I actually said the words, I'm feeling impatient and I just want to be in the market. And I would make up a trade that wasn't actually there. And, you know, it's like someone who wants to be in a relationship, you know, sometimes they get into ones that just aren't there because they just want to be in something, or they get into a job that they don't really like because they just want to be in something, you know. And so trading is a lot like that when it comes to, you know, you got to pay attention. Some days the market is shit. There's no trade setups. It's ugly. And you won't know that until you take 2 or 3 trades that knock you out and like, listen, the market isn't doing anything. Either one of 2 things are happening. I'm not paying attention to what the market's telling me, or the market is really just giving me nothing. Nothing's working in the proper direction. Which it starts off with, nothing's working in the proper direction. And if you keep going, you know, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades into that, then that means you're not listening to what the market's telling you, which the market is giving you nothing. You know what I mean? Woo! This went all the way and I didn't take it. I'm sorry. Like, I got out of it, but I can't be upset with myself about it. You know, I took some profits and I have some phone calls I got to be on later in today. I've been really distracted in my trading today. And I think it's because I had such a big day yesterday that I'd already told myself I wasn't going to trade today. And so I stayed up a little later than planned, and I've been watching trades that I knew were happening go by, but just, you know, took the one, and once we got on the call, I took it almost right about the time we got on the call together, honestly. No, I do have to run in just a minute. I've got another call I've got to be on pretty soon. A scheduled call, and I've got a couple of them today actually. But why don't, if you go to that Facebook page, and you'll see under one of the last videos that I posted. Hold on, let me see. There is a link to a free class, or just like a starter kind of thing. It is it's not the beginner boot camp. It's a free mini course. So I don't know how much you already understand about day trading, but literally the free mini course is just the very basics of starting to understand everything. And then there is after that there is a a beginner boot camp that runs for $197. And then following that, there is a simplified day trading course that is $797. But if you get the beginner boot camp, it applies towards that. So you'll just pay, what is it, $600 instead of the $797. And then following that, I do coaching courses with people, or do coaching calls with people that go through their charts for the week. We go through any struggles that they're having, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
All right, then I'm going to take a look at all of this stuff. Also, I'm interested in people on your club, what your motivated mama club, where all your blogs are, and there's some interesting stuff up there. Like, mama's usually ready, well prepared for me.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to look at this. You know, like I said, I'm intrigued by if I can make myself do something else that motivates me to, because like I said, I work from 8, well, no, I started today actually, from 11 till 8 tonight, and so I've got free time that I think I can do something with, and I want to try to do something, because I was thinking of doing my doctorate, but I can't do that for another 10 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to be able to do something that is, and it's not all about the money, it's just learning something new. Because all I've ever done in my life is no, I must say, I used to work, when I worked in Germany, I worked for Deutsche Bank, and I set up their foreign exchange website for them, so that taught me a little bit about foreign exchange work.
Yeah, yeah.
But I wouldn't trade currency. It's too volatile.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I totally agree with that. That's why I don't mess with Forex. I don't mess with any of those things because, really a lot of them are big swingers, and they're hard to really stay on top of. I mean, you have to really be ready to be a mover and a shaker if you're going to be in something like currencies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You have to be like the Buffett. I'm not exactly.
Yeah.
Even though my name's Porsche, I'm not exactly.
It's all right. Well, hey, I've got a few emails coming in that I've got to take care of, and I'm done with my trading for the day because I'm obviously totally distracted. But I just so you know, I am going to post this video on YouTube, so you're going to have your nice little voice in the background. As long as I get the credit. You will get credit, Paul Forbes.
Get lots of trade. My voice also told.
Yeah.
Amen to you. Thank you.
No problem. Well, it was wonderful talking to you, and no problem. You hit me up some other time. I mean, you're always, just shoot me a message on Facebook again. I'll let you know if I'm available. And if you got any questions, just let me know, okay?
Okay. All right, bye.
All right.
You take care, okay?
You too. All right. Bye-bye. All right, guys. So that was a long conversation. I'm sorry. And as I was saying, I wasn't paying full attention to my trade setups, which kept me out of, my target was way down here. I would have gone to my target, but I just was not fully focused. There was a lot of strength and momentum to continue. I had great places to keep my stops, but it is what it is. I took a 1.25. Woo-woo! 2.5 points for the day. So that means that for the day I have made $125. Not quite shaking a stick at the 1,550 from yesterday, but hey, profit is a profit, right? So hope you guys have a wonderful day, and let me know if you have any questions.